4:30 in the morning. The alarm didn't go off. It never needs to. The body already knows. 30 years of waking up before the sun teaches you that the clock is just a formality. He opens his eyes in the dark. The house is still asleep. The silence is thick, almost solid. He gets up slowly, every joint protesting quietly, like old wood creaking under weight. In the bathroom, cold water on his face. The fogged mirror reflects a man he recognizes only by shape. The details got lost somewhere between the first and the 1,000th dawn like this. His boots are by the door, cracked leather, laces permanently stained with mud and concrete. He laces them up with the same mechanical precision as always. The lunchbox is already packed in the fridge. Rice, beans, a piece of meat, always the same. He never complains. He grabs his keys. The door closes with a soft click, careful not to wake anyone. The truck starts on the third turn. The engine coughs before finding its rhythm. And then he goes to a place where nobody knows his name, to do work that nobody will thank him for. 6 hours later, he's on the 10th floor of a building that doesn't quite exist yet. Steel beams, wet concrete, the smell of welding and sweat. Down below, the city wakes up. Cars start filling the streets. People in suits sip coffee from paper cups. They look up sometimes as they pass the construction site, but they don't see him. They see the structure. They see progress. They see what it's going to become. Offices, apartments, their future. But they don't see him. He carries 40-pound rebar like it's kindling. His arms have scars that tell stories he'll never tell. Each one has a name: hurry, distraction, exhaustion, necessity. Someone yells from across the slab. He responds. The conversation is functional, direct. There's no room for poetry here. There's only, pass the hammer, hold this, watch the wire. Noon. The whistle blows. He sits on a beam, legs dangling over the void, opens his lunchbox. The rice has gone cold and hard around the edges. He eats it anyway. A coworker sits down next to him. They don't talk, just chew, looking down at the city below. The city they're building. The city that will never know their names. There's a cruel irony in the work he does. He builds the places where other people will live their lives. He'll raise the walls where families will eat dinner, where kids will take their first steps, where someone will sleep after a hard day. But he'll never live there. He builds the roads other people will drive on, paves the asphalt under the scorching sun, breathes the tar fumes, feels his back burn under the weight of the hours. And when it's done, he goes home on the old road, full of potholes, because the new one doesn't run through his neighborhood. He assembles the structures that hold up bridges, welds the beams that support tunnels, sets the rails where trains will run. Thousands of people will cross those bridges, use those tunnels, ride those trains. Not one of them will know he was there. Not one will think, someone did this Someone risked their life so I could pass here safely today. And you know what's most devastating? He doesn't expect them to know. He doesn't work for recognition, doesn't work for applause, doesn't work so someone will say, "Thank you," because nobody will. He works because he has to, because he's got bills, because he's got kids, because he's got a home that depends on him, but also because somewhere deep down, he knows what he does matters, even if nobody sees it, even if nobody remembers. This is the hardest truth about invisible work. It holds everything up, but it's held up by nothing except the sheer necessity to keep going. Let's talk about the chain. The invisible chain that holds up the life you live. You wake up, flip on the light. Someone installed that wiring. Someone climbed poles in rain and lightning so you could have light at the flip of a switch. You turn on the faucet. Clean, cold water flows. Someone dug those pipes. Someone went down meters under the earth, in the dark, in the mud, to connect that line to your house. You leave home. The street is paved. The sidewalks are level. Someone did that. Under the 100-degree sun, under the rain that soaks you to the bone. You take the subway. The tracks are in place. The tunnel walls don't collapse. Someone guaranteed that. Underground, away from light, where the air is thick and the noise never stops. All the infrastructure of your life, all the convenience, all the safety, all the comfort you take for granted, exists because someone worked. And that someone is invisible. He's the electrician you never thanked, the mason you never saw, the road crew you drove past without looking, the maintenance guy fixing the elevator at 3 a.m. so you can use it at 8. And the most brutal part? You only notice this work when it's not done, when the power goes out, when the streets got potholes, when the sewer backs up, when the building cracks. Then you complain. But when everything works, when the lights come on, when the water runs, when the bridge doesn't fall, you walk right over it like it's magic. Like there isn't blood, sweat, and silence under every brick you step on. He comes home after the sun's already set. His body aches. Not the sharp pain of an injury, the chronic pain of a body that's been used too much for too long without the rest it deserved. He takes off his boots at the door, leaves them outside because he doesn't want to bring the dirt of the day inside. But the truth is, the dirt's already on him. Under his nails, in the pores of his skin, in the smell that doesn't wash off even after a shower. He walks in. The kids are doing homework. His wife's finishing up dinner. They look at him, smile. "Hey, Dad, how was your day?" He answers, "It was good." But inside, he carries the weight of everything he can't say, that he spent the whole day hanging off scaffolding 150 feet in the air, that he saw a coworker almost fall, that he ate sitting on the ground because there were no chairs, that nobody asked if he was okay. But he doesn't say it, because that's the silent deal he made with himself. He'll carry the weight, so they don't have to. And here's the truth nobody wants to hear. The civilization we live in was built on the backs of men like him. Men who will never have statues. Men who will never have their names on plaques. Men who will die without the world knowing what they did. But without them, everything falls apart. There's no happy ending here. I'm not going to tell you that society will wake up one day and value this work. It won't. I'm not going to tell you he'll get the recognition he deserves. He won't. The truth is, he'll wake up tomorrow at 4:30 again. He'll lace up the same boots. He'll open the same lunchbox. He'll do the same work nobody sees. And he'll stay invisible. But let me tell you something. If you're watching this, and if something inside you recognized this story, if you are this man, or if you know this man, then you understand a truth that few people understand. Honor doesn't need an audience. Dignity doesn't need applause. The value of what you do doesn't diminish because nobody's watching. You build the world, and the world doesn't know, but you know, and that has to be enough. Because in the end, brother, the only approval that matters is your own.